I'm gonna try to do the impossible, hitchhike to China. Apparently it's impossible from here.
That was a quote from the owner of my hostel. He asked me where I was going. I was just like, to China. He's like, what, how? And I'm like, I'll just go there. He was really confused and said it was impossible. It seemed like the only reasoning he was providing was because there was no bus. Hitchhiking just didn't seem to compute to him. Or perhaps there was another reason he was warning me that got lost in translation.
The journey has begun. I just did the easy part, which was taking the bus 20 minutes up the road to the only point that goes towards China, and then it cuts towards a waterfall, which is also on the border of China, but there's no border cross. So I have to go up here. So I'm just gonna try to hitchhike. There is a sign that says there's a bus. Lady that I'm sitting outside of her shop, she told me, she didn't type in Google Translate, so I'm not 100% sure, but it sounded like she was saying there's a bus at 3 that goes at least towards China. 3 is in like an hour or so, hour and a half. But I'm just gonna try to hitchhike, see how far I can get. Even if it just goes to the border town, I can pay someone, because it'll only be a small amount of money to drive me like 15 minutes to the border the rest of the way. And you get back to hitchhiking. Just enjoying some 80-cent pineapple right now. Quite good from the village. All right, just got to hitchhike from that green car back there to the border town. So now we're only like 15 minutes away from the border. I don't know if people really cross the border. Hopefully a truck does or something. I doubt many Vietnamese are going across the border these days. There used to like not be much of a border fence. So a lot of Vietnamese would cross the border to work in China, but now you always need official papers. So I think it's a lot harder for them. All right, these guys are my second hitchhike. They're just going across the border into like the first town in China. Hopefully I can get across the border with them. They're in a Ford pickup truck. They got a lot of Fords here for some reason. I don't know why they don't have more Japanese trucks, because all the bikes are Japanese. They were just dropping this guy off at the border gate. So we're going in together, exiting Vietnam, and then we'll see what happens on the other side. I'm just standing in the Vietnam-China border. There's just no one here. There's no border agents. You just walk to China and probably get immediately arrested. There's one border agent on the other side for entering Vietnam. Let's talk to them. China? Go through here? Oh, I can go to this guy and go to China. Third one? Okay, I can enter China. All right, she says we can enter China. Let's try. I can't go to China, even though it's right there. So close, yet so far. Yeah, this one's kind of on me. Americans have a 10-day visa free, like, transit. And I remember looking up the information about it and seeing that, like, there's 60 ports of entry. Like, I remember seeing that information. Like, this was, like, a couple weeks ago. They didn't mention that it was, like, basically only airports. But anyways, I cannot go through here. There's no land border crossing between Vietnam and China that Americans can get the 10-day visa to. Once he said it, I started to put the pieces together because I had seen the information about this, and for some reason, I thought I had looked into it further and decided I could cross the land border here. And then I just never went back to that information and just thought it was true. This plan was always in my head because I like doing stuff like this, like just going to random places and crossing, you know, crossing the border like where nobody else is, really. It's kind of fun. You get to go to like less explored parts, but yeah, the Chinese bureaucracy does not like opening things up, I think. I mean, I f***ed up, but you know, I guess I'm gonna have a different sort of adventure now. I think I gotta go back to Hanoi. I have 10 days till my flight from Hong Kong to America. So I think I'm just gonna look into flights, and only certain airports in China have it. So I have to make sure. I'm now looking at all the airport lists, trying to find the flight from Hanoi to China that'll actually work to get me to Hong Kong in time. And you know, that's a decent price because I don't have that much money left. It's a rough one, but you know, it's all part of the adventure. So I guess I gotta go all the way back to Hanoi. At least I really like Hanoi. It's the bright side. Happens. That failed, but Hanoi, here I come. I'm just gonna try to hitchhike to Hanoi and see where that journey takes me. Let's go. So nice. That lady just gave me a lift to the city. It was like a 10-minute ride. I was talking to her because I was going to get a bite to eat. I need to hurry, though. I need to get to the city, catch the bus or something, or hitchhike before it gets dark to get back to Cabang. And then to Hanoi, hopefully. Maybe I'll take a night bus. Really spicy. Or salty. He just gave me one of these fruits. But I bought this food. Come on. Come on. Bye-bye. Alright, I just bought some food because I asked them if there's any good restaurant here and they said no. Looks like they sell some food. Maybe they just think I won't like it. Alright, so we just gotta chill, eat some dried beef, and wait for the bus. Damn, that got flavor. This kid just randomly said hello and then gave me some sort of like meat sausage. It says high in protein, so I'm liking that. It's hard to get protein in here. Alright, it's a hot dog. Let's try this mystery hot dog. Not the best. It's got 11 grams of protein, so not bad. So I'll eat it because it's high protein, that's why. Transport number 5 for the day. Got to Khao Bang, booked a ticket to Hanoi. It's in like 2.5 hours though, so I'm just gonna walk out and get something to eat. So I'm just walking around seeing the real Vietnam. People just don't go random places. They go to the touristy places. The food's designed for tourists. The attractions are catered towards tourists. So I'm just walking around. I mean, I'm, messed up. That's why I'm walking around. But I just stumble upon this pickleball court, which I really like playing pickleball. I don't know if they'll let me play pickleball, but I think I'm gonna try. Yeah, good placement and power. Alright, I just finished my first game. These boys know how to play pickleball. Oh boy. Just played a game, talked with the guys a bit. One of them had like a really colorful tattoo, and I almost made a joke like Yakuza or something. Yakuza is like the famous, Japanese like mafia basically. And then a few minutes later, I noticed the second one of them had his pinky cut off. Looked like some sort of cut. It's just his pinky clean off. And then I was like, oh damn, they might actually be Yakuza. Could have just been a coincidence. One guy lost his finger, one guy has a really colorful tattoo. Now I'm having food. Okay. Yeah.
Làm 2 cộng nhá.
Alright, so this is the food. Looks good. Local place.
Đây nha.
Yeah.
Đấy, đưa mở cho anh lại. Bia này hơi ngon đấy. Làm một cốc vào nhá.
This is how they eat. The rice in here and bring everything else in. We're both filming, it's funny. Cheers.
Chúc sức khỏe. 1, 2, 3, hết nhá.
1, 2, 3, súp. 2, 3, súp. 2, 3, súp. 2, 3, whoop.
Một cốc luôn. Sức khỏe nha.
Chúc mừng nhá. What is this? I think it's like salt, but it has something in it. I mean, as you can see, it's like red and shit. I guess it's just other spices. I don't know what you're supposed to salt, but yeah. So it's like really fatty, like pork. It's got the fat and the meat, I think. I think it's pork, I don't know. This tastes good though. Transportation number 6 from Khao Bang to Hanoi. This is what a sleeper bus is like. 3 beds across. Costs $12. Leaves at 9 p.m. It's there at 5 a.m. Gonna have an interesting morning. I'll book a hostel tonight and then ask them like when I can come in. It'll probably take an hour to get to the hostel anyway from the bus station. Journey to China. The road is longer than I realized. I don't know. We got here like like 4 or something, I think. I don't remember, but they just let us people sleep, continue to sleep for a bit in the parking lot. And now I woke up and realized it's 6 a.m. so I should go to a cafe and then the hostel, kill some time, figure shit out, book my flight and stuff, and then go to the hostel. Yeah. When you order a coffee, turns out you get equal parts coffee and tea. Damn, it's so small. I mean, it's strong, don't get me wrong, but I do yearn for a little more volume, just so I can sip longer.
After filling up on my favorite soup, bún chao, and enjoying some Vietnamese coffees, hitting some temples, in a little Hanoi nightlife, I almost missed my flight.
Yeah, this is the gate right here. Here about closing. I think 1 minute till departure. It said it was delayed, so I wasn't in a rush. Closest I've ever cut it.
Soon enough, I was walking into Guangzhou,
I made it.
registering my fingerprints with the CCP, standing in a foreigners line with 4 Russians. The adventure doesn't end here though. China's next, and I'm posting shorts 4 days a week about it at Blaze Wanders. It's a really cheesy line, but it's true. It's not the destination, it's the journey. See you there.